Welcome to the second session of BFF Talk Show, but we will be talking mostly on Bhutan Premier League 2021, sponsored by Bank of Bhutan. Still happening. We are at a very exciting and interesting stage where it's almost now coming to the end, and the title race is still on. We still don't know who's going to win it, but be it Power FC or will it be Timber City? As of now, it looks like it will be Power FC or Timber City. So we are joined by our officiating technical director, Mr. Dorji Khandu, our referee manager, Mr. Ugyen, and the head coach of national team, Mr. Pema. Three of them are highly respected as they have played in the national team. They are very experienced. Dorji Khandu, our officiating technical director, is one of the first coaches to get AFCA license, also in the FIFA Pro Master. Mr. Ugyen is a very experienced football player, plus he has done a lot of international referee matches. And Mr. Pema, like I said, he is the experienced who has played for the country, maybe the most number of matches represent the country. So welcome guys to the talk show. Very good to have a very mixed background here. We'll be discussing on the referee also, we'll be discussing on the national team, and we'll be discussing on BPL. Very exciting. If you could just tell us about like last 3-4 matches that has been happening.
First of all, I would like to thank media department for inviting us for this talk shows. I think BoB League is one of the top leagues happening in Bhutan, and also the club who are participating in this league are selected. First phase, they have to play the Bhutan Super League, and then after qualifying from Bhutan Super League, then yes, they have to play for the Premier League, and that's one of the standard league in Bhutan.
So like, if I may start with the last 3-5 matches, very exciting. Timber City lost to Dorji, which was a shocker for the BPL. Because they are now 3 points behind Power FC, because this is for the title contender. And Dorji losing to Tensung was another shocker, because Dorji had an opportunity to go into 4th position, whereby they could have overtaken High Quality United FC, but shockingly they lost to Tensung FC, and Tensung FC lost to Gelfe FC, which Gelfe FC gave them the first victory of the tournament. So, Coach Pema, how do you see this year that the league is happening? What are your thoughts on that?
First of all, thank you media department. As said by the Dorji Khandu, what I think is from first round there is many score by the clubs, like scoring
the big clubs.
Yes. So in this second round there is less scoring. So I think the rhythm of the game is little by little increasing. So as team is playing according to the plan, and like that.
So Coach Pema, do you think that the second round that the big clubs are taking easy on the smaller clubs, thinking that they are beaten by 14 goals, by 11 goals, 10 goals, so now they think they're taking easy? Because we noticed that Timber City against Tensung, that was a difficult game. It's a 2-1. So there was a very tight game. So do you think that the big clubs are now taking easy on the small clubs, saying that this is not a very good team, so we can beat them very easily, or they're taking chances?
I think it depends on the coaches and the players, whether the players are taking easy or not. But I think the match is also depending on the luck also, one-day luck. So, like said by Jatu, Dorji defeated the Timber City.
Yes.
So I think it is a shock. In first round they defeated 2-1.
Yes.
It is by Barca, according to the game.
Yes.
Yes. And most probably they, I think so. Club players is taking lightly.
Yes.
So according to the opinion, also we have to see the situation.
Or do you think that the other coaches, the smaller coaches team, the coach has grabbed the tactics of what the bigger clubs like Film City is doing. Dukeland has gripped their tactics. Is it possible also, so that they have changed they have been practicing according to how to defend or how to play against Film City? Is it possible also?
Yes, because in this second round, most of the coaches looking after the big clubs like Thimphu City and Baro FC, high quality, and they are planning according to that in the training also.
I think in addition to national coach Mr. Pema, I think in Bhutan we don't have that standard. What I will say is standard in the sense in each individual players. Though they don't have that level, that place is superior.
I think it's
for example, if I talk players in Baro FC, Thimphu City, or in Gilifu and Tensung, if I say individual wise, I don't think they have a vast difference in Bhutan right now.
True.
Maybe in the future years, if players individually they have a different vast than yes.
So point to noted, what Mr. Dorji Khandu is telling us is, okay, yes, it's a team game. So I think that all the players are not very professional, so that they don't have a very distinctive character, or their skills are very much apart from the rest of it. What he's saying is a teamwork. So the teamwork wins the game, I believe also. And like I said, so Tensung has hired a new coach, Mr. Namge. I think he came in. And also for Duklai also, I think they have a very good, effective assistant coach, Mr. Druba. So do you think that the coaches do change the game?
Yes, even the coaches have a new tactics that day. So I think the tactics will be changing, and the training style will be changed.
It's very exciting because as we're nearing down to our final showdown, the weaker teams, the bottom teams, has been performing exceptionally well, which is a very proud moment for Bhutan football, because it shows there's a growth, it shows they want to learn, it shows they want to develop, it shows they are ready to fight with the bigger teams. Maybe they lack exposure, they lack experience, or they lack the good coaches, but definitely they have come up. Maybe I'm ignoring Mr. Windoji here, but he's the man of all, because the referee plays a very vital role in the game of football, and they are one of the backbones of football development in the country. And I'm not saying that we have been very fortunate to have a lot of referees coming in now as taking a career, and yes, we're not at a very good standard or the high standard where we can proudly say, but yes, our referee development program is happening, and we have a lot of elite and senior referees, but there are a lot of backlashes from clubs, or maybe from fans or spectators who've been watching football, who've been following football very closely. Because referee decision, we are all human, we make error, but ups and downs. So we'll talk about referee now. So again, I feel take us through to the referee has been interfering.
Okay, thank you, media department, for giving us this opportunity for the first time. And here in this, in my career, I've never faced this type of question and answer session. But in our department, we have lots of discussion among clubs, fans, and then we always put on the note, and then try to correct our referees during our training session and during the debriefing and video analysis. We always point out, and then yes, as mentioned, we are not that much professionalism. We don't have. Still, we have a handful of referees which are experienced.
Who has done international matches?
Yes, only a few referees they have done the international matches, but not all. Hoping for
to get the
exposure next time, so that we will have a beautiful game.
Yes.
Not that we are there to spoil the game, but we are you mentioned that all the referees, one is behind is a human.
Yes.
So in the fraction of a second we have to take the decision, and by the fans and the clubs, I know they have their grievances for us, but by letting them proving us that showing us the video clips and all, yes, we understand that we made mistake, but in the field they have to take the decision in the fraction of a second, and we have a time to look up in the slow motions and all, so that it is a good point, and then we take it positively.
So correction is always
Yes,
happening. It's always a learning process.
Yes, thank you so much.
Mr. Ugyen, so what, from what we hear or what we get the complaints, I think that there's not very much consistency in the referee decision. Like it differ. Yeah, I know because it will differ from referee to referee because based on his maybe from fitness level or maybe from his view or maybe from his angle. So what are you lacking? Do you agree with some of the clubs that have been complaining?
Yeah, I do agree with them because consistency is always a point to be mentioned in the discussion also. And then I also mentioned in the debriefing and in the our training session, so that we put the consistency. So everything one referee does another thing, and another referee gives yellow card, another doesn't give. This is a consistency. But when we talk about the consistency, each and every foul incidents are different. So that is how I feel that consistency may not be same. So that's why it changes the consistency. But
yes, very sorry to interrupt, but to the interpretation of the law, does it differ from referee to referee? Because see, now for me, I can interpret in a very different way. Maybe for your decision, you can interpret the law very differently. Is there any system that, is there anything that you can like interpret the law differently, but it will depend on the referee or maybe the assistant referee or the fourth official?
As the laws of the game, the interpretation of laws of the game is same to all the referees. But all the referees. But during the match, it depends upon the intensity of the match.
Okay.
And then the level of we don't say that we go for the level of the match.
Okay.
But there is a few things that it is a discreet of the referees how they handle the matches.
Okay. So that means we need to understand that the referee needs to understand the intensity of the match. If the match is a highly, like if the city is playing Power FC, I think it's a high voltage game because the title is online and the good players are there, the coach are like tactically involved. Maybe they have a lot of pressure on the referees. Do the referee takes pressure on the big games?
For me, they never told me like they had a pressure when I appoint them in a week before.
Mm-hmm.
They are well prepared, so they never take pressure. But only thing is that when they are inside the field, how pressure they take, it depends upon the referees because they never tell us, and I cannot do this match, I cannot perform well. How then after match, yes, we can discuss, but we can talk on the performance later on. But in that the high level matches, I feel that they do their best.
Yes, like we said, we are still developing and our referees on the right pathway, I think, because we have a lot of programs, a lot of plans and action to implement it to develop the referee department, whereby we give them more match exposure and also for on the experience side, because I think we are getting slower, but we are definitely getting there. We'll go back to our technical point of view because I really want to ask. I'm really the last few matches. I'm really impressed by the high quality United FC, how they perform against Power FC and also Timber City FC, because they had a lot of shots on target, there were a lot of misses. Unfortunately, like you said, it is a one-day luck. They couldn't take the win, but they've been showing a lot of improvement and a lot of potential. So maybe Pema or Dorji can explain to me how do you feel high quality has been performing?
I think high quality compared to the first round, they performed well. The reason could be that, as Mr. Pema national team head coach said, due to the analysis of opponent, that's very important. Could be that reason, the reason why they are performing well in the second round. Not only the high quality, but almost all the clubs, especially those who are below the ranks, they are performing well. Could be the reason that.
So because now they say maybe the technical changes in the team. Coach Pema, do you agree on that?
Yes, from first, like Dorji said, from first round, the performance of the high quality FC was not so good.
Yes.
And from second round, the high quality FC, the performance went very high. I think they might be analyzing the team like Thimphu play when they play with Thimphu City and Power FC. I think they are analyzing the game of that club and getting ready for the next game. So for official training, like they are preparing in the training also, according to that analyze, they are preparing
the game plan.
Yeah,
good game plan. So the preparation and the planning is very important, because I think what they lack in the first round is that they're taking a very positive side, whereby they're already preparing for the next match, and which is a very positive side. So now what we want, this is very interesting. The Transport United FC, and they have a very crucial role to play in this title race, because they will be facing Thimphu City FC and they will be facing Power FC. How do you hope? Do you think Transport United could make a difference, or they could spoil any of their title race contenders? Because Thimphu City already dropped 3 points, and I don't think Thimphu City can afford to drop another point, because the last match is against Power FC, and because Power FC has another game with Gelfu, which is they should win. They should get 3 points. So, Mr. Dorji, how do you feel like? Do you think with the quality and with the performance, Transport's we gonna see another shocker? Or see another twist in the tail?
I think, regard to that, I think tomorrow matches, I think if just say that individual-wise, Transport players are very good. You know, they are passed out from the academy, young. But when it comes to the teamwork, I think if they work as a team, they have chances. But Thimphu City, they are not bad team, and they are hunger to grab the titles. So I think Thimphu City also tomorrow they might plan well, and maybe they will prepare well.
So, in fact, it's a Power FC, but yes, Thimphu City also they need to, because they are the defending champion, and I think they need to keep the title race on. Pema?
For tomorrow match, I think what I saw is how Transport plays from first round to till now. Every time they play long ball, whereas the Paro FC build up from the defense, so they used to play like a few long ball only.
Yes.
So I think most probably both have our national player. So most of the players are from Paro FC national player. So I think the performance of the national team player, few players is not performing well.
Exactly, I wanted to touch on the subject, because this is very, the national team, we take a lot of pride in our national players, and we haven't seen much of international matches due to the pandemic, and we couldn't host any international matches, so we couldn't go for the international matches. But our national team is still active, they're playing an ongoing league. And the question, now it's an obvious question to Mr. Pema. So Mr. Pema, okay, if you tell us how our national team performing in this tournament. So maximum is playing for Thimphu City and Power FC.
Till now I am watching from the first round itself. So I am analyzing the national player, and the few national players, some are injured in training and some are not performing well, and some are taking the individual, like in the game. They are thinking individually, not as a team. So I think most probably most of the new players is performing well. Like from those who graduated from the academic, they are performing well compared to the present national player.
Exactly, this is very good note to take from head coach Pema. Our youngsters are coming up, and especially from the BFF Football Academy, which is in Chalanjiji. We already seen some of the players playing in the Power FC, but also there's a surprise package. Our under 16 under boys who is playing for high quality there are a couple of players down there who have like been performing very well. So we are so happy also, maybe from the development point of view, from the TT point of view also, he must be very happy to see the young boys performing and maybe a possible replacement. As there any chances we can see new faces in national team this year?
Yes, sir, yeah. Most probably there will be a lot of changes in the national player, new players. Like in midfield, like Chiting is from Paro FC, Chiting is doing well.
Yes.
And from transport, the central central defender, and from Paro FC, Kilewangchu is performing well. So I think there will be a lot of changes.
There are a lot of changes, and this year, especially this year, we have seen a lot of good central defender. New faces have been coming up, especially Jimmy Bella of Team City. So he has been one of the most important players for Team City.
Yes.
Because he's been scoring goals, he's been defending. Also, like I said, Kilewangchu, he's a very experienced and a very calm player. He's been performing well. We see a lot of new faces like City from Power FC. He has been like absolutely stunning this season. And also, how we coach, if we're looking to the goalkeeper and the striker, this is where I think we are lacking at this moment. Do you agree with me?
Yes, this season, Hari Guru from Transport United is performing well. And from Paro FC, Togge, and City from Msok is also performing. So, like, I think we have to call them for the selection. But there might be a goalkeeper post who have to be in charge of them.
Yes, we get a lot of technical assistance from JFR, Japan Football Association, when we ask for goalkeeper coach or maybe youth coach. But it's a very positive side that many of the younger generation, younger players are coming up, and I think what coach just announced, we'll have a lot of new faces in the national squad. Having said that, I'll go back to the referee because I'm really excited with the referee. Is a very exciting topic, especially in the tournament where. So, Mr. Ugyen, so what now? This will be the final session. So what are your plans? Or what are your thoughts? How do you see the referee in another 3-4 years now?
We have a strategic plan in place, so we will work on our as per our strategic plan, and we have many development activities placed on it, and then we are also putting up to the management for the upcoming referees for the match experience, and then we have the exchange program with our neighboring countries so that they get more match experience.
Very important. The match experience is the key here, and I'm very much positive with the referee development manager here saying that they are looking forward for professional referees coming up next 3-4 years, and BFF is there to support them all the way. Having said that, I think this is the end to the second talk show of Bhutan Football Premier League, also which is brought to you by Bhutan Football Federation. But do check out, we have an exciting match coming up this week. We have Transport facing Power FC here at Changnimi Town. Then we have Thimphu City facing Transport again here at Changnimi Town. And another exciting match will be City versus Power FC. Will that be the title deciding match, or we get another shocking results along the way? So thank you, and do tune into our BFF Football Federation Facebook page for more updates, exclusive photo, videos, match analysis and match highlights, and also do watch us live here on MyKuju Bhutan Football TV for live action of Bhutan Premier League 2021. Thank you.